Welcome to the big house, home of the Michigan Wolverines. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Wisconsin Badgers, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Michigan Wolverines. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. And the Badgers will kick it away to start. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Wolverines offense will have the football first. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power. All those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead. And it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason why they're leaders is because these guys galvanize their teammates, right? We've seen time and time again, these dudes make plays, and it just sparks the sideline. It sparks the coaching staff. It sparks the fans. They're special players, and they all have to play well together.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding, I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Finds his tight end. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. Completing a forward pass was much like solving the Rubik's Cube for Michigan a year ago, but now, Jesse, they have the nation's top recruit in Bryce Underwood, and the key is to develop him.
Yes, because he is the future for Michigan. There is no question about it. You just saw just 2 seasons ago, when you've got a quarterback who's dynamic, who's highly recruited and developed, a guy like J.J. McCarthy, the sky's the limit for Michigan. You can win national championships. That's the hope for the Wolverines moving forward.
Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
And I tell you what, I know it's little when these QBs miss and the ball's not right to them, but, man, it makes such a difference with yards after the catch. And in this case, even catching the football, it was just a little bit off, and it just made it a little bit difficult for his wide receiver to try to make the catch.
And the third down pass is knocked away by the D.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Lets it fly. It's complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and catches the defense off guard.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the receiver was double covered on that play, and I don't know if the decision by the QB had to do with the pressure. Because he was hurried, he just had to get rid of that faster than he wanted to. He's lucky he didn't come away with an interception, though.
9th play of the drive coming up, but they'll have to convert 3rd and long to keep it going. Back to pass, it's Underwood. Caught over the middle. It's Prieskorn. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Really nice job by the defense there. You're trying to force the quarterback to throw the football in front of you and allow your guys to square up and make a tackle out in space. You got to force the ball carrier to do something special after the catch. Not able to do it there, so really nice tactic by the defense.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
And if you want to bring all your tight ends in the game, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to bring in more linebackers, more defensive linemen, get ready for the run, less speed on the field, especially when you get down here in the red zone. I feel like I can match up man-to-man with those tight ends in the back end. Nice job understanding a run was coming.
And he finds his way out of bounds, real close to the goal line there, knocking on the door.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green.
Sneaks into the end zone.
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Wisconsin's offense will go to work for the first time. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. Well, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
This is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. Two guys we know are going to play at the next level, but I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
He'll pull it on the read. Breaks into the open. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film.
Oh, he makes the play. It's intercepted. Not a lot on the return, but they can win with that as they got it at the 49.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he
fires deep toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And the Wolverines are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to pass. It's Underwood. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Wolverines decide to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And it looks as if there will be no return here as the punt goes out of bounds. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Here's the handoff. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I love the job here by the linebacker. He just kind of floats and he's shuffling and he's waiting to see which way the quarterback's going to go with the football. Not able to snag it out of the air, but hey.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Badgers will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. First play of the drive comes from the 22. On the run, it's Marshall. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Back to throw, it's Underwood. They've got the screen set up. Turning it on. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll try to run for it. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. Territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll sneak it. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Man, when I was at Florida, Steve Spurrier would wait for this opportunity in a game 4th and inches, and he'd signal in red Snoopy. Quarterback sneak. It works every time.
Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Haynes. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Give to the running back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Morgan.
It's a bang-bang play. You're running a slant. The DB's draped all over the wide receiver. He's got to make a contested catch, but he shows really strong hands on that one.
And the Wolverines are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to drive ahead on 3rd and short. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got
throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. They won it all, and that is exactly what they got.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Pulls it, fired complete.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom. I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
And the Badgers can really attack on this 2nd and short. Now the play fake. Got it in the middle, it's Mason. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just frees the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
Fakes to grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. The Badgers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Under fire. Grab near the marker. It's Dupree. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. Did a nice job of it.
A run for the quarterback. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
Looking for a man. It's Edwards. Lets it fly deep downfield. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Good blocking, good running, pickup of 6 out to the 30. The Wolverines can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle is McCulley. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, that's a really nice job surveying the field and delivering an accurate throw. You know, when I think back to Michigan quarterbacks, I think of guys like Elvis Gerbach or Tom Brady.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Looking to fire. Throws for the tight end. He's got an open man. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. The Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. They're going to run it. Creates a little room. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business. And the Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Might as well give it to him again. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. The Wolverines come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Caught close to the marker. It's Priestcorn. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And the Wolverines have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll do it himself. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this. in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Michigan! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Look, it's still early, but we have some real distance being put on the scoreboard right now.
You do. It's early, but you got to find something positive. Right now, everything going in the other direction. So how are you going to respond when you've been hitting the mouth early in this football game? You got to find something positive quick.
They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late and they have enough time to put together a drive. They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. The defense going to stop the clock for the timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. From the gun, running back on the move. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be 4th. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They kick it away on 4th down. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Motion from the wideout. To the air, it's Underwood. Oh, they had the screen all set up on 1st down, and he couldn't make the catch.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. He'll pull it down and run. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. The Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And I love taking deep shots. I think it makes cornerbacks play honest, safeties play honest, and you could tell just missed a little bit deep on that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth the reward.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Here he goes breaking the pocket. The freshman called his own number and kept this drive moving. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He's going for the big play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, and if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Remember, if your entire body is past the line of scrimmage when you throw the football, that's a penalty. He was, and the penalty will be accepted. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And they get him down for the sack, and they'll go to the locker room feeling good about their pass rush. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, 1 half in the books, and I am eagerly looking forward to that 2nd half in Ann Arbor. And we've got to start our report by shouting out that quarterback. My man was dropping dimes like a bank robber, one after another, right on the money, spreading the wealth. Are you picking up on the theme here, people? Long ways to go, I know. But if this continues, that young man is going to be cashing in more ways than one. With that said, let's send it back to the fellas in the booth at Michigan Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. And the Wolverines will line up to kick off and start the second half. Fielded in the end zone. It's Barry Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. They'll open the second half on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Hand off from the shotgun. Strong run to get it out to the 21-yard line. A pickup of 6. Big noise in the big house with his huge third down play. Back to throw. It's Edwards. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. The give to the running back from the shotgun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. The Wolverines have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Nice job getting to the QB there. And the best Wisconsin defense has always seemed to have a game breaker and a difference maker. This guy can be that for this unit. But you think back to the Watt brothers, right? TJ, JJ, nobody could block those guys one-on-one, and they just ruined coordinators' game plans offensively.
And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Wolverines will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. They'll start this drive from their own 35-yard line. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to throw, it's Edwards. Got his man on the right. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. A productive play is one that gets you at least halfway to another first down here on 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. He breaks a tackle. There he goes. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. The Badgers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It'll be interesting to watch this offense really down the stretch because they can't really have that balance, especially when they're going backwards. Like, they're down, they've got to put up some points, got to get some stops. I think this offense has to be aggressive, and I think it's going to have to be through the air.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
What a disappointment. No good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. From the gun, the running back has it. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Going up top. He's got it. And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up for the red zone.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Wolverines. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
When these offenses get in the rhythm, they're hard to stop. Already up early, got a short field, take advantage of it too, get another touchdown. This offense is doing whatever they want to do and having a lot of success.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Colorado is currently trailing in this one, but I've seen crazier things at Folsom Field. Trust me when I tell you that. Guess what I'm saying is a comeback could be in the cards.
On the run, it's Dupree. Breaks into the open.
It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to TCU. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. To the air, it's Edwards. Got it in the middle, it's Anthony. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down.
Offside, defense.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me in the game.
Quickly to the tight end. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Gonna look downfield again. Finds the tight end. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. And the Badgers are on the move. They'll give it to the back. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop it. The Badgers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Back to pass on second down. Just a short pass to the tight end. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the catch. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Now here on second down, see if they keep tossing it around. Running back searching for a hole. They'll put the brakes on him at the 21, give him a yard.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be first and goal. We've reached the end of the period, and Michigan has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Trying to pound it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Edwards. Setting up the screen. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wisconsin. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He might want another play. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Looking to the big tight end. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23. It'll be 3rd and long.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Klein. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Wolverines will hustle to the line.
I'll tell you what, offenses nowadays, the throw game, they feel so comfortable with it, even late in ball games. Don't worry.
Turning it on. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
And that's the challenge for this defense, man. It starts to get later in the ball game. That clock is not your friend. You're losing the football game. They got to meet the physical.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up. You're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
And the Wolverines now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Trying to beat the D deep. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go?
And this is what's going to drive coaches crazy. It's mental errors, right? It doesn't take any talent or lack of talent to have that penalty. You just got to watch the ball, and when it's snapped, get after the quarterback.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Klein. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points, and you get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
He stopped after a 1-yard pickup at the 25. This offense could not have executed in this situation any better, just draining some time off the clock. Red pass, it's complete. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Quick time Timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They run the reverse. Outstanding work by this defense, reading their keys, staying at home, and knocking him down for a loss. After getting knocked back, it's 2nd and goal from the 4. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
And listen, that's not a surprise. Obviously, they want to throw the football on 3rd down to try to get a 1st down, but it got absolutely nowhere. Great job by the defense, rallying up and actually getting a tackle for a loss.
Back to pass, it's Underwood. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Michigan! Fit it in the window for the score. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass. This time he's got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal. And the Badgers come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Into the end zone. And he really wanted to get the touchdown there, but it's incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. To the air, it's Edwards. Looking to the end zone. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they tried to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Nice job by the defense, seeing the run, pulling the trigger, getting downhill, and stopping the running back for no gain.
Unloads to the wideout. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know lots went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
And Wisconsin has its offense back on the field. The deficit is large, hope is fainting, but they'll try to finish strong.
They made a lot of mistakes in this game, and that's why it looks like they're going to take the L. Lots of things to improve on, lots of things to coach upon, and at this point, I think if you're a head coach, David, you're just trying to see which of your guys aren't quitting late in the game.
Yeah, which is a real thing, by the way. Who's going to compete to the final whistle? What do we talk about all the time? Coaches are always preaching to these guys. Don't worry about the scoreboard. Just compete as hard as you can. So, good opportunity to try to finish this game with something positive.
Grabs it in the middle. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Double time, hustling to the line to stop the clock. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for a man, it's Edwards. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40. The Badgers headed quickly to the line. He'll spike the ball to try to save every precious second he can. They're just treating the entire stadium as if it's four-down territory. Odd decision here to go for it, fourth and very, very long. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And these aren't easy situations for these offenses, man. It's a known passing situation. The defense is playing coverage. Nowhere to go with the football, forces the incompletion, and this one is all but over.
Going for it all. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on the field they thought they could exploit. We saw